Hey, and welcome to a 2v2. Here we have Inept General, Lionheart, and Turin. We're all fighting. Well, not all of us. I'm allied with Lionheart right now. We're playing the Norscan tribes, and let's go look at what we have right now. Over here, Lionheart has a Soul Crusher, a regiment of renown, a War Mammoth. We're looking at Norscan Ice Trolls, and then we have Mist Stalkers, who are incredibly powerful now that I've gotten a chance to use them. Mauls of Savagery, another regiment of renown. Then you have Throg, a War Mammoth with a War Shrine, which will give you plus 10 leadership to all nearby units. And then over here we have Marauder Champions, a lot of them actually. We're playing on Ultra Funds, I believe. You have Famir Warriors on the flank, the left flank. And let's go look at what they have over here. Opposing him, we're looking at Warriors of Chaos. They have Dragon Ogres, they have Warhounds with Poison, a lot of Chaos Warriors too, Weird Spawn, who are rather etchy, and probably believe in the art of hentai. Back here we have Chosen with great weapons. We're looking at a Soul of Damnation, which is a Hell Cannon. And let's keep on moving up and into slow motion, just to let them move a little bit. We've got the Swords of Chaos, the personal bodyguard of Archaon. They're right over here. Then we have more halberds. If we keep on looking down, we have another Chaos Army. The Mirror Guard are here with Kolek, and a Chaos Sorcerer of Death with a Dragon Ogre Shoggoth. Sparring Champions. More halberds again. Forsaken, and another regiment of renown, the Summoners of Rage. And there they are. And then I believe more Swords of Chaos, correct. Alright, so for my army, I have a few units hidden away. Over here, I have my Norscan Ice Wolves, all hidden away. They have their Frostbite, which is what I want to use here. That's very powerful. Then I brought in a more Marauder-themed army. I brought in a Frostworm, a Shaman Sorcerer of Death, more Marauder Champions, a lot of them actually. Brutes of the Hound, Marauder Berserkers, who are a little bit more armored than their counterparts, or at least tougher. I brought in Wulfric on a chariot because I thought it would be funny. And he looks pretty cool still. Yeah, he doesn't need to move or drive. Let someone do it for him. And there's even more champions. I brought in some Skin Wolves that are armored with anti-large abilities. And that's really my army. I brought in a lot of Marauder Hunters. I brought in, what, 3 of them? Yeah, 3 of them. Wanted to have a nice formation. We're moving up now. I'll have to go to slow motion because these battles are pretty quick. And if you haven't seen the units, here they are. I will show you. Oh, look at that. Was that more like a mortar shot? It looked like it. That was interesting. Kind of arced downwards. Here it goes right now. That's an old mammoth. Intimidating and vast. And here's another regiment of renown, I believe, right? Not just Forsaken? Oh, no, they are just Forsaken, my bad. I thought they were the new regiment of renown for them. Okay. As the battle begins, let's go look at what's happening right now. Over here, I haven't played multiplayer in a long time. I'm going to let you know that now. It's been a long time since I've played myself, so this was actually very overwhelming for me to have to micromanage in the very beginning. But I have my units charging in right now to go fight them. I was hoping that they would hold for a period of time. I saw that his units were over here, the Swords of Chaos with his Warhounds. I'm moving in right now with all of my units. I have my Skin Wolves on the way too with anti-large abilities. All that Frostbite's going to slow them down to where they can't get away from me. The Summoners of Rage are trying to flank me. They're moving in right now too. But I have clashed against them. I have all of my Hunters who are just kind of waiting over here. I'm going to have them focus on Kolek at a later point. For Lionheart's side, if we go look at what he's doing, Norscan Ice Trolls are fighting. The Soul Crusher's in there fighting some halberds, and I don't know how that will go. No, they're very strong. It'll still do a lot of damage. And over here, the main line hasn't yet clashed. The Mauls of Savagery are moving in. They're probably going to get torn up by the infantry. The Famir Warriors coming into flank. They're heavily armored. Any type of anti-infantry they have will definitely hurt them. Alright, here they come right now. They're all going after the War Shrine Mammoth. The Weird Spawn are moving in. Let's go check on what's happening right now on my side. I'm having my Hunters right now go after larger targets like the Shoggoth. I wanted to make sure that we got rid of them because I knew that they would do a lot of damage to my line. And I used my Longship to plow right through enemy lines too, as much as I could. I wanted to damage them a little bit. I think Wulfric actually got quite a few kills over there. I brought in my Frostworm to help out. I've got some warriors over here to also help out to keep them in place. I have my Skin Wolves who have probably already destroyed a lot of them. Yeah, the Swords of Chaos are already done for. They've only killed 1 unit so far, so I mean they were rendered ineffectual by all the Frostbite and all the anti-large abilities of the armored Skin Wolves. And over here, my hunters are still having a great time just throwing javelins. As long as they're protected, they will do so much. They have anti-large, and look at that damage. That Shoggoth is going down. Kolek is protected by that Shoggoth right now. Oh, javelin in a friend's head. I hope you're still alive. I don't know if you are. And here's a Chaos Sorcerer of Death still doing its own thing. Here's that that Soul Crusher, not a War Mammoth. Well, it is one, but it's just a Regiment of Renowned variant. Norscan Ice Trolls do not have high leadership, so they end up breaking rather easily. You definitely want them near a War Shrine or anything that can give them leadership bonuses, or they will just break quickly, especially against halberds that have anti-large, which killed them rather quickly. We have more Marauder champions and Marauders over here. They're all fighting. The War Mammoth with a War Shrine has used a Giver of Glory to not break and to at least do some fire damage right now. It looks like the line's being pushed back on pretty hard. We've got some hunters over here attacking these Chaos Warhounds who are probably going to damage them. The Familiar Warriors are getting here pretty late, so they will definitely do some damage, but a lot of this line may break, which is hopefully not going to be the case. I hope I'm wrong about that, but here comes more Warriors right now, the Icehorn Marauders, and of course the Marauder Champions with great weapons. Let's go look at my line again. Thankfully Tokshin, or not Tokshin, he's not here right now. Lionheart, I'm so used to playing games back in the past with him, but anyway, Lionheart brought in some Norscan Ice Trolls over here to help me out on my line, which is definitely a great help. The Chaos Warriors are now caught between two tough forces, my Berserkers and those Trolls. That Shoggoth is leaving now, and right now he's bringing back his Ogre, his Kolek, away from me. And over here on the right flank, I have one, it looks like. They're going to be bringing out some halberds to come help out. Let's go ahead and play it into normal speeds right now. Summoners of Rage are going to be helped out by Kolek. My wolves are moving in. Again, it was a lot for me to micromanage. I tried to bring in my hunters, probably to go after Kolek, so they're just moving up. I have my Frostworm moving in right now to cause terror into that line. And here's my Skin Wolves right now going after Kolek, and look at that. That's just a lot of wolves causing frostbite. I wanted to show them off as much as I could. And my goal right now is to bring out my hunters to go after Kolek while my line stays. And thankfully they are staying. And again, Lionheart came to help me out. Probably hoping that I could come in oh, hello. The Marauder Champions are actually holding, which is great. Yeah, they're actually pretty sturdy. The Familiar Warriors are over here fighting, and they're crushing a lot of the Chosen. They are imposing and intimidating. There we go, some magic being used. That Soul of Damnation did not do a lot of damage. That Shoggoth is coming back right now. The Frostworm has broken apart of their line. I'm over here still fighting. I have my Skin Wolves all going after Kolek, who's probably going to get a lot of kills. And there's going to be a bit of friendly fire from all the Marauder Hunters, but we are still fighting them and getting Kolek right now. Let's go look now. Here are the Summoners of Rage. I did use Doom and Darkness on them. I wanted to try to make them run away. That was bad timing. You should definitely use it on a unit that's already fleeing. Like over here, the Chaos Warriors with halberds, they probably would have fled immediately had I done so. I had Shaman Sorcerer of Death. But again, I mean, you saw how short the battle was. It was not meant to go on for very long. We've killed a lot of the enemy troops so far. Having that Soul Crusher helped me against all these halberds and everything else on my flank. We have a few halberds over here that are not moving right now. They're getting into position to charge at us. Right now, it looks like the Weird Spawn have not taken a lot of damage yet, but neither have they gotten a lot of kills. So it's actually a lot of damage for a unit that hasn't gotten a lot of kills. And it looks like Lion brought in his Marauder Hunters to flank them. Let's keep on looking. And there we go. Kolek Sonita. He's being hit and chased down. If you look at him, he's having a hard time trying to get away. I have all my hunters trying to get them, and I want to go after the Summoners of Rage. I'm sure he's like moving back to try to get them to help out. Yeah, he does get them to counter as he moves back Kolek. I use a Spirit Leech on Kolek. I'm trying to get rid of him immediately. I have all my units over here trying to clash. I'm trying to get over, I believe, to Lionheart now, who's still fighting and holding at the moment. It looks like these Familiar Warriors have 20 kills right now. They're fighting some Chosen with great weapons. He only has 6 kills. That just goes to show you how powerful the Norscan units are with all of their new traits and magic and things like that, where it's hard for the Warriors of Chaos to match up. Because, I mean, keep in mind, we have 3 levels of Rage, so the longer we fight, the better we are in melee. Over here, my Skin Wolves are still fighting. The Summoners of Rage have 48 kills, so they're actually pretty tough. Like, they actually hold out. If they were anti-infantry, I'll probably like them a little bit more, but I mean, they're still tough and they still do a lot of damage. So all right, let's go ahead and look real quick. I'm now trying to go help out Lionheart. I didn't know how his line was doing, but if you look at it, there's a lot of units holding him back right now. I'm moving up to go fight. Throg's taking a lot of damage. Throg is being beaten down. I brought in my Frostworm just to try to delay them from killing Throg, and here comes the Soul Crusher to help out now. I'm moving Wolfric. He's got 44 kills, which is not too bad. I'm going after his Soul of Damnation. And let's go ahead and look over here now at what's happening. It looks like my Shaman Sorcerer of Death is still fighting the Summoners of Rage. Not a great thing. You don't really want that to happen. And right now I have my Skin Wolves moving away from them. I mean, they were far off, so I just wanted to go after a different target right now. Alright. Let's go look over here. The Chaos Warriors are still fighting Marauder Champions who are now surrounded, who are probably going to break soon. They're not going to get very far with how the battle is turning out. Here's a long ship that I had, moving right through some of the units of my enemies. Not a great location for that, I admit, but it can be hard to time that out. So here's Wolfric killing some of that crew. But the main battle is over here, trying to go after Dirty Kolag, who's still alive. He's so quick that he's actually pretty good. He's pretty darn good, but he's slow whenever you have that Frostbite hitting him. He's going after my Frostworm right now. And I'm moving in all of my units. My Skin Wolves are moving in right now. We've got a few units over here that'll probably come in later, but they're not trying to chase us right now. We have Wolfric the Wanderer, 49 kills. We've got 5 more kills since we last checked on him. Now he's at 50. And my Javelins are just doing their part. I'm guessing a Lightning Strike was used on my Wanderers or something like that. Kolak is now done for. And he's been bashed to the side by a Mammoth. That was really cool. That was a really cool shot, I've got to admit. I wish I could rewind and replay it at least 3 times. So now the battle's coming to a close. I come in to help out. A lot of my army is intact. I was able to break through the Warrior of Chaos army, or Warriors, and the Javelins just do a great job. I actually did enjoy my Frostworm as a mobile unit, just going out there giving Frostbite to various units. Not the most cost-effective unit, but I wanted to bring it in. I didn't bring as many flashy units because I just wanted to show off what a Marauder army could do, which is rather effectual now that we can see them in action. I'm having all my Javelins go after that cannon. The cannon itself is gone. The crew is still here. He's like, oh, that kind of hurt a little bit. And now we're just kind of cleaning house. The battle's being cleaned up. That's a really cool shot. I think it's a really cool shot. Got a Frostworm in the background. A Mammoth right there. Just charging in, bashing some heads. And so that ends the battle. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that fight. We're still trying to figure out how to beat Norsca right now just because of how strong they are. I'm sure there's a way, we just haven't figured it out just yet. Let's go look at what I have. It didn't really show any of my kills, which is a little bit weird. I'm not too sure about that. I don't know if I left too soon or what. But yeah, that's unfortunate. I wanted to look at all of the kills. Yeah, if you look at my army, I brought in a lot more units because I didn't bring in any regiments of renown. I wanted to have a strong line to hold, and I wanted to use a lot of flanking, and I did. My hunters were a big part of that. Having 3 groups was just the right amount. I had the most units in the battle, and that is really it. So I want to thank all of you for watching. Do leave a like down below if you would like to see more multiplayer battles in the future. And as always, until then.